Castle. Miner's Castle is the only rock formation in the park that you can get to by car. If you're interested, just take H58 east out of town. Follow the signs, about a 20-minute ride. Miner's Castle used to have 2 turrets up there. If you look to the right of that viewing platform, that big U-shaped hollowed out spot, the upper right side of that where that bush is, where the second turret used to be, that came crashing down April 12, 2006. The majority of those caves there at the water line only go back in a few feet. There's one though that goes all the way through, comes out on the back side, about 40 feet long. It is possible to swim through there, assuming you're not too claustrophobic. Dark and snug in there. You follow the rock wall all the way back in towards the beach. Back there in the corner where you see those people are, that's the mouth of the Miners River. You follow the Miners River back in a ways, you come to Miners Falls. You can also access Miners Falls off the same road you take to get out to Miners Castle. Just a little jog off to the right. As we go by this next point right here on our right, if you look up near the top, you can see a big vertical crack going up there. That crack keeps getting a little wider every year. One of these days, that whole point's going to come crashing down. If you look on the back side there, you can see all that rubble that's laying there. That all came down 2 winters ago now. I'm afraid it won't be long before that point comes down as well. The majority of those cave-ins are caused by actions of the frost. Water gets in the cracks, freezes, expands, and breaks off sections of the rock. There's an awful lot of colorful spots along this shoreline, but this one right here on our right is just kind of cropped up last year and has turned out to be pretty representative of all the minerals I've been talking about thus far. Here on our right we have a vertical fault line. Little holes midway up on the left used to line up with those bigger ones down on the right.
Now that is cool. That is awesome. That is cool. Wow, look at the coloring right there. That is
up there, though. I don't care how much you're in love. The water's only 2 feet deep under there.
See? That's right.
See, without any groundwater mineral staining, the rocks themselves have very little color. Might be a little hard with the shadows inside a Rainbow Cave here, but if you look real close at the surface of the water, maybe around the edges, you might be able to see it dripping down from the ceiling. Kind of like it's raining inside a Rainbow Cave. It does that year round. Makes for some pretty spectacular ice formations in the wintertime. A lot of folks over the years have told us this area along here reminds them of the Painted Desert. Folks have been able to visualize pictures of all kinds of different things in the face of these cliffs. Indians on horseback, farm scene, planes, trains, and automobiles.
That grouping of rocks is just sitting there on top of each other. That would have fallen a long,
Had one lady not too long ago swear up and down she saw Elvis. Actually, I kind of think this point coming up right here looks like Lady Gaga with her mascara running.
The limestone.
Getting up closer to Indian Head, I think it's a lot easier to make out his profile from here.
Oh yeah.
I also think you can appreciate how the Indians that used to canoe along the base of these cliffs were quite cautious. They called it Kitchi-Manitou, or the Great Spirit. You look up on top, you can see how the many storms over the years have weathered his headdress. Kitchi-Manitou is just under 200 feet high. It all came crashing down the year 1900. cave-in you see in the archway there came down about 14 years ago now. Prior to that, you get a small boat, canoe, kayak through there fairly easily. I'll try to sneak up a little bit closer to Grand Portal, give you a better perspective of its height.
Oh, look at the people standing up there. How high it is. Now you can get a still. Grab a still now.
This point dead ahead of us, Battleship Rock, due to its similarity to the World War II battleship. When I get a little closer, I'm going to swing the boat out to the left. When I do, I want you to look off to the right and see what we call Battleship Rock, which are the sterns or back ends of several old-time sailing vessels. By golly, it does fit.
I'm just saying, around, you can see everything.
Those of you that purchased the yellow round trip ticket, you're just fine. The rest of you, the rope ladders will be dropping down shortly for your departure. If you look over the side, don't everybody look over the same side. You can see how clear the water is in here. About 12.5 feet deep. Last summer I was in here on a really hot day and there was a group of hikers on that ledge up on our left up there. We all got mooned. That was not a pretty sight, believe me.
The river water's warmer than lake. This lake has got to be cold.
You see that footbridge going over the falls we go by there? That's a continuation of the Lakeshore Trail. Hey, and this is the last rock formation on our cruise today, called Chapel Rock. Notice that lone pine tree up on top of Chapel Rock. She gets all her nourishment from the cliff to the left of her there. There used to be a stone archway supporting all those roots. That came crashing down 49 years ago now. Yet that tree lives on.